First, I start Photoshop by clicking on the Start icon. Then, All Programs, Adobe Design Premium CS3, Adobe Photoshop CS3. Next, open the file by clicking on File, Open. In this window here, let me select the file by going to the relevant folder and clicking on Open. Don't you think this image is small to work on? Let me make it slightly bigger by going to View, Fit on Screen. Before I begin to color this set, it is important that I change the mode to RGB color. This will ensure a high quality image. For doing this, let me go to Image, Mode and choose RGB color mode. I do not wish to make changes to the original image. So, I duplicate it by choosing Layer, Duplicate Layer, enter layer name and click on OK. See, a new layer gets added. Coloring the image in this size would be a little difficult. Hence, I click here on View and zoom in. Let me scroll down using this scroll bar so that I have a clear view of all the pencils. Now, I begin with the unsharpened part of the first pencil. I will select it using the polygonal lasso tool and change the feather pixel. Making changes to the feather pixel gives a fine finish to the selection. I click and drag till I reach the end and double click to complete the selection. Press Ctrl plus J to create a copy of only the selected area and rename it. Well, I am now ready to play with the colors. So, let me go to Image, Adjustments, Hue Saturation. Before beginning to color, it is important to select the Colorize option and then adjust the sliders of the hue, saturation and lightness. Do you see the color changing? Which color should I select? No, not this. Let me change it further. Yes, this is perfect. I click on OK to fix this color. To improve the color effect, I go to Layer Mode and select Color. The color is enhanced. But this is not the color I want. So, let me try out the different color variations using the Levels option. Look, what happens when I shift these sliders? Can you see the difference in color? Now that I have a nice red color, I click on OK. Let me then move on to color the sharpened area. To do this, select the color pencil layer, then press L key from the keyboard to use the polygonal lasso tool. Next, select the sharpened area. Now I create a duplicate layer of the sharpened area and rename it. Then in the hue or saturation window, I adjust the sliders to get the desired effect. Let me change the layer mode to color and also use the levels option to get color variation. I quickly color the remaining pencils following the same steps. See, the unsharpened areas of all the pencils are now colored. I move on to color the sharpened area. Let me first select the color pencils layer. Then I select the sharpened area of this pencil. By using Add to Selection option, I select the other pencils too. This way, whatever I do gets applied to all the pencils simultaneously in one shot. First, I add color, then change layer mode, curves and levels. Now, only the tips of the pencils remain to be colored. I follow the same sequence by selecting the color pencils layer, followed by selecting the tip. Then I press Ctrl plus J to add to selection. Next, I change hue or saturation, layer mode, levels and curves. Now, all the pencils are colored. I zoom out to see the final image. Wow! See how beautiful this looks. Finally, I save the file as image, that is, the JPEG format. Saving the file as PSD retains the layers. This allows me to revisit them anytime to make changes. So, always save the file as a PSD too.